Janitai Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Istadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Stadbhaktaya Namo Namo Sinhasanagata Nityam Padmasrita Karadvaya Shubhadastu Sada Devi Skandamateti Madhye Vidanute Bhakti Murthamavattaya Swati Yat Kripa Tvamaham Bande Sri Premgopal Shubha Navratri Shubha Mahapanchami আমার সমস্ত বাঙালি বন্ধুবর্গকে Happy Navratri to everyone. May this 9 days festival brings you a new light, new happiness, new joy. Today is the fifth day of Navratri, and for this day, the fifth manifestation of Devi Durga is worship, and she is Skandamata. Skanda means Kartikeya, Kumara Kartikeya, mother of Kumara Kartikeya, Skandamata. Skandamata portrays her form. She has 4 arms, 3 eyes, and very bright complexion. She is holding Skanda by one hand on her lap. By 2 hands, she is holding lotus, and by her 4th hand, and its left side, she is blessings to all her sadhakas, devotees, followers, worship. Skandamata. She is also known as Padmasana because she is riding a lion, and on the lion there is one lotus, and she is seated on the lotus, on a lion. By her form, by her deity, Devi Skandamata, it's taking all our fear, because the lion, it shows the power and fearlessness. He evokes the power and fearlessness. So Devi, by her mercy, her form is the form of peace, salvation, prosperity. She is always blessings to all her followers, all her worship, to bring happiness for their life, to fight against the trouble, difficulties in their life. And the form of Devi Skandamata, it's symbolizing motherhood, symbolizing communications. How mother and child, that relation, it's very deep. So she holds her child Kartikeya on her lap, and she's holding by her hand, so that means protecting that relation. And that Skandamata, she is holding Kartikeya in his infant form. infant, very childhood. So how one mother is taking care their infant child? Because that time the child, they're just innocent. So innocence, that mother, they're taking care very nicely with their 100% intention, with their 100% sincerity. So Skandamata, the form of Skandamata symbolizing that caring, that motherhood, how mother is taking care of their infant child. So we are also in front of mother, in front of mother, child, maybe they grew up very big. Then also, they are always an infant child in front of their parents. The parents, they can love in their way, they can chastise, they can control to their children, always in their way. And children, they are responsible to follow their parents, respect their parents. So that's why Skandamata, she is also taking care to her worshipper, who is respecting Skandamata, who is worshipping, that means offering puja, offering respect to Skandamata. Skandamata brings some light and knowledge. How the knowledge will start of one child in their mother's life. So mother, Skandamata also bring us knowledge, prosperity, happiness, joy, even we are in this material world. If we worship, if we respect Skandamata, the fifth form of Durga, so we can, it's very important for us to respect her 100%, for that taking care, how mother is taking care of the infant child. There is a very interesting story about this form of Skandamata. After Sati, the first wife of Lord Shiva, immolated herself in the sacrificial fire, so Shiva was really detached by her separation. Since Shiva was isolated himself, and he started a great penance, austerity, as an ascetic, as an ascetic, as a vairagi, as a sannyasi. He started a great penance, and he completely isolated himself. So Shiva was really detached from this worldly affairs. At the same time, the devatas who were in Swarga Loka, they were attacked by the demons, great demons, Tarakasura, were being led by Tarakasura. And that Tarakasura, he had a boon from Lord Brahma. He pleased Lord Brahma by her great austerities, great tapasya, great penance. He pleased Brahma. And when Brahma appeared in front of him, he asked immortality. So Brahma said, no, you should not cross your limit. You should not cross the rules of the creation. You should ask another boon, which I can give you. So Tarkasura, and he asked, okay, then give me such kinds of boon that I will be killed only by Shiva or his offsprings. So Tarkasura, he knows these stories that now Shiva will never come back. Because now he is in separation mood of his wife, and he started a never-ending penance. He isolated himself completely. So Tarkasura has agreed because he knows that Shiva will never have any obstacles. So he was agreed. Okay. So Brahma, he gave this boon that he only killed by Shiva or his offsprings. So that Tarkasura, that time he attacked the temples, the devatas in Swarga. And all the devatas, they know this story, that he had such power from Lord Brahma. So they rushed to Lord Vishnu because Shiva was not there. He was in his deep meditation, deep penance. So they rushed to Lord Vishnu for help. But Lord Vishnu said, no, you have to solve that problem by yourself. Because it's happened, that situation come because of you. You are responsible, all the devatas are responsible for this situation. Why Shiva is now in his great penance? Because he is in separation mode from his wife. And all the devatas, they attended the great yagyas of Daksha Prajapati, but not Sati. She would offer herself, immolate herself in this sacrificial fire. They went there without Lord Shiva, in that Daksha Prajapati's yagya, and without Lord Shiva, who is known as Yagyeshwar. So, when Daksha Prajapati, he insulted Lord Shiva in front of all demigods, all the devatas, all the devis. And devatas, they were really shut their mouth. They never repulsed it. They never say anything about this. They never remind Daksha Prajapati to stop. So Sati, she immolated herself. That's why Shiva now in his great penance. So you have to solve this problem. But the devatas, after their request, from their heart to Lord Vishnu, then Lord Vishnu said, okay, I can show you the path, I can show you the way, how Shiva will get his offsprings. You know, Sati, after she immolated, again she rebirthed as daughter of mountains, king of the mountains, Himalaya, and she is Parvati. If Parvati follows a great penance, then again Shiva will relent. Again Shiva will agree to marry her. But that is very great austerities. Only by the great austerities, great penance. Now I showed the way. Now we have to do anything. You have to do something to organize the marriage of Lord Shiva and Parvati. So what they should do was the devatas. They approached Devarshi Narad instead of them. They said to Devarshi Narad, you have to do this. So Devarshi Narad, he had a visit to Devi Parvati and he approached this. If she observed a great penance, then she will get her husband back to her. So Parvati was agreed to do this. And she performed a great penance. So, by this 1,000 years of observing penance of Devi Parvati, Shiva relents and married her. So again Shiva entered in his family life because of her penance. Not for the devatas, because of Parvati, she was saying. So when they married, Shiva and Parvati's energy combines and produce a seed. And you know, Agni was entrusted carrying that seed to the lake of Sarvana forest. Till that time, that seed become the offspring of Shiva. But that seed was so powerful, so heated, it was even unbearable for Agni. So he handed over this. He handed over this to river Ganga, Ma Ganga. And Ma Ganga, she safely carries this to the lake, to that of Sarvana forest. It was also unbearable because that is nothing, that is not ordinary seed, not a seed of a tree or plants. It was the energy of Shiva. Only Parvati is capable to bear this, carry this. So Parvati, Devi Parvati, she transformed, she manifests her waterfall and she carries. So then that seed become the offspring of Shiva. It is also known from different scriptures that 6 boy was appeared from that seed. 6 boy was appeared, and that 6 boy were taken care by 6 Kritikas. And when they combine these 6 boy together, then it becomes, this 6 boy is 1 boy, but different 6 faced. It was 6 faced. When that boy, he born as a 6-faced boy, and he was taken care by the Kritikas, so he named as Kartikeya. He got this name from Kritikas, the mothers, 6 mothers. And then that boy started grew up. He was very beautiful. Still, he is also worshipped, Kumara Kartikeya. He is also worshipped in South India as Murugan. He is a very beautiful boy, young. That's why he is known also as Kumara. Also, it is known that Kartikeya also worshipped for get beauty for the young people. So another name of Kartikeya is Kumara. In South India, you can see they are worshipping Kumara Kartikeya named Murugan, the son of Devi Parvati, Devi Durga. So when growing up, he was taught by Brahma. He was taught by Brahma, but once he asked to Brahma the meaning of Omkara, Pranava. And Brahma, he described the meaning of Omkara by 12,000 verses. But still, he was not satisfied. By this meaning, explained by Brahma, then he asked to his father, Lord Shiva, and then Shiva described about Pranava, about Omkara, by 12 lakhs, 1200,000 verses. But then also Kartikeya was not satisfied. Then he described the meaning of Omkara. You know how much verses? By this, how much verses he described this, explained the meaning of Omkara? It was 120 million verses, 12 crore. By the 12 crore verses, he explained the meaning of Omkara. So then he was appointed, he was accepted by the all devatas as a chief of commander of their army of devatas, Swarga Loka. And in the great battle, Kartikeya, he killed Tarakasura. For what he was invited, for what he bore. He took birth as a son of Devi Parvati, Devadita. So by worshipping of Skandamata, it is automatically worshipping of Skanda. That means Kumara Kartikeya. So when one will worship Skandamata, at the same time he is worshipping Kumara Kartikeya. So he will worship Skandamata, but he will get blessings from both of them, from Skanda and his mother, Devi Parvati. And in that form, Devi is taking care of all her worshipper as an infant child, very careful mother. So the devotees should pray and worship Devi Skandamata, because we really need that caring. How one mother is taking care of the infant child, of her infant child. And we are always infant. We are always ignorant. We are always doing so many mistakes, like the boy, the just born, the infant babies. Because they are putting their hand in the fire. Because they don't have any knowledge about fire. So we are also doing this. Offenses. All the offenses, it's like a fire. And we are so ignorant, we are putting our hand in that fire of offenses. Devi Skandamata, she will take care of us. When we'll go to there, near to that fire of offenses, so she will take care of us. She will save us from that fire, from the fire of sin, from the fire of offenses, from the fire of ignorance. Because only by the ignorance we are doing so many mistakes in our life. So, friends, worship Skandamata and get her caring 100%, like an infant child. She is there to protect us. Devi Skandamata is there to take care of us like an infant child, just born baby. How one mother is taking care of her baby, just born baby, how she is feeding, how she is taking care from the all bad energies, bad influences. So Devi Skandamata will take care of us in that way. So devotees, respect, worship, and offer you pranam to Skandamata and pray her hearing for your life. So happy Navratri. We'll meet you tomorrow. Katha. Tomorrow we'll listen about the sixth form. About sixth form, sixth manifestation of Devi. So I pray to Devi Skandamata, O Devi, please take care of us, everyone, because we are all an infant baby of you. We can do so many mistakes. We can do so many offenses. But it's considered as an infant baby